Chop and John here with my buddy Ryan Nolan. Today is the second episode of Tomahawk Chopcast, and we're going to be going over Markakis, Julio, Alex Anthopoulos' aggressiveness this offseason, and then a little bit about Donaldson and McCann to wrap it up. But let's just jump right into it once again. Will Markakis come back in 2019?
I don't know. I want him back. That's what I'm going to say. I want him back. I like what he did in 2018. His first All-Star season, it was a breakout season, at least the first half of the season.
Yeah.
He led the league in average for at least half the season, I think. His second half of the season doesn't really show for it, and that was mainly for fatigue. He played 162 games, which is great for a 35. He was 34 in the season, now he's 35, which I think is awesome. I love what he did, and I want him back in right field, as our starting right fielder.
I agree. We did not extend his qualifying offer for $17.9 million. What do you think? What do you think about that? Do you think we should have paid him the 17.9 and brought him back, or do you? I mean, you said that you said that he should come back. What's your opinion on not qualifying?
I think we should have paid him because our payroll is not high as it is. We have a bunch of young guys who aren't getting paid a lot right now. I don't see why. I think we should have.
We have $60 million in free cash. Probably $40 million now that we signed Donaldson and McCann. But still, that's a lot of money.
I think it was something that we should have done. Absolutely.
I do too. I mean, when he first came to the Braves in 2015, he hit 296, which is
pretty good.
Yeah, I mean that's amazing. Yeah. And then flash forward 4 years later, he hit 297. I mean, this guy, he had, granted, those 3 years in between, pretty rough.
Yeah.
Pretty rough.
Yeah, rough first season.
3
home runs, that was it.
3 home runs. But this year he comes back and hits 14.
Yeah.
Which is, I think that's big. I mean, the first game of the season, he hit that walk-off.
Yeah.
3-run homer to right field. So, I mean, and I really think him hitting that homer, he set the tone for the season, right?
Absolutely.
Because let's say that we got a walk-off hit on us, I think that we would have gone into the next couple games thinking, oh man, here goes another season.
And that's a rough April right there.
Exactly. No, not at all. You always want to start 1-0 if you can, you know. And he's the guy. He's not totally a home run hitter, but this man will hit doubles all freaking day. Like it's no questions asked. You're gonna get a double out of him. Also, a lot of singles though.
Yeah.
Lots of singles. Strikes out, but not that much. He doesn't strike out that much. 2015, he had 156 games. He played 156 games with 83 strikeouts. Flash forward to this year, 162 games. The man played the whole entire season, 80 strikeouts. I think that's crazy. I think that's insane. I mean, that's amazing. It's great for a guy who's, would you say 35?
Yeah,
almost?
35. He just turned 35.
Just turned 35. And he's not striking out like that, you know? Next thing. What should we do with Julio Teheran?
I like him. I don't like him, but you know what? Obviously, we have different opinion on this, but I think we need to give him time. I think we give him to the trade deadline to show us something. As bad as his control was at the in the season, and as bad as his velocity was, it went way down.
Okay.
He's still ended with a 3.94 ERA, which is pretty good in the MLB. I think that we should give him to the trade deadline. And if everything's kind of still the same as it was, I think we'd try to deal him. But for now, I think we can use him as a good back-end starter or possibly a bullpen guy because he does bring experience.
Yeah, he does.
And he did have a good end of the season last year. His last 10 starts, he had 5 starts that were 6 innings plus and only allowed 1 earned run, which is pretty good. So I think we need to give him time. This is at least half season.
3 of those games were 7-inning, 1-run ball.
Yeah.
Which I cannot stand Teheran.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with you on that and say he did have good starts towards the end of the season. But where was that all season?
I don't know, but I think we do need to look at that definitely. His last 10 starts were quality starts. There were 2 starts in there that were he allowed 4 home runs, I think, over 6 innings maybe. One of them was like a little over 4 innings, and that's 2 bad starts out of 10. and he still gave us a chance to win. 4 earned runs is not that bad. That's still a chance to win. So I say we give him half the season, give him a chance.
I'm going to go on the other side of the court. I'm going to say that we trade him now. We ship him off, put Sam Freeman, put Luke Jackson, make a trade, you know? If that includes Pache or Pachu, however you pronounce it, ship him off. Grab someone good. Grab a couple bullpen arms. There's lots of relievers in this offseason that need a new team. They need a new home, and I think Atlanta is the place to come.
I think that if we can't get any bullpen pieces in the offseason, which I hope we do, I think if we can't get any bullpen guys, I think we could possibly move him to the bullpen for temporarily, just to have him, because he does bring experience, and he can pitch out of the pen too. So I think we keep him around just for a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to be 28 this season. His projected ERA is 3.99. That's high.
Yeah.
That's very high.
That's not bad for a major league starter though. It's not bad.
Okay, but that's still higher than anyone wants it. You know, that's averaging what? That's earning like 4 runs a game.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, that's 4 runs. It's not bad, but it's like, what if we only have 1 run in the bats that game?
But look at our bats now.
You're right. But there have been a couple where we only scored 1 run. You know.
That's not his control though.
Yeah, you're right.
So.
You're very right. He's projected to have 65 walks this season. Walks were huge last year. Whenever Julio was up, whenever he was on the mound, you knew the man was going to walk somewhere. It's given. Like it's given with almost all of our pitching staff, whether that be bullpen or whether that be starters. It's they're addicted to walks. That's all they do is give up walks, right? Another thing, what do you think about Anthopoulos' aggressiveness this offseason?
I love it. I love what he's doing. I love what he said. He said, we have a lot of areas we want to address, but we're not done. And I love the way he said that. He wants to win now. A lot of people were saying the Braves weren't ready. And then we won the division in 2018, which just shows that we're a lot more ahead of the schedule than people expected, and he's ready to win now. He doesn't want to go through that rebuild, and I love what he's doing.
Like Brian McCann said, we're knocking on the door of championships. Well, I mean, we're right there. He said that in his welcome back interview, his press conference. But I don't know if we're there yet. Yes, we did win the division last year, but I still think there's major keys in filling that championship team, and we just finished one of them with the solid third baseman. Granted, he's only 1 year, but maybe if he has a good year, we'll re-sign him. But also, bullpen. God, it's bullpen, because baseball nowadays is about the relievers, and I mean that's what it is.
That's how you win the World Series.
Exactly. Starters don't go 7 innings like they used to. Even like a couple years ago, they pitch 4 to 5 innings and they're out. Then you have 2 or 3 relievers come in plus the closer.
And we can't have Sam Freeman as our bullpen. We can't go to him.
We cannot. Or Luke Jackson, or even I think Colby Allard was in the pen this season somewhat. I think we need to fix that. So, as we mentioned before, we just signed up Josh Donaldson. What do you think about that?
I liked it, just because if you go back when he was with Toronto, his MVP season in 2015, I like it. He was injured in 2018 with 2 teams, with Toronto and Cleveland. I like it. I like what we do with that. Obviously, he's going to be a guy that demands a lot of money. Obviously, $23 million in 1 year is a lot of money. Hopefully, he lives up to it, because he was a great third baseman once, and I think if we keep him healthy, he can be back to where he was. So,
I mean, I agree. He only played 52 games last year, but in those 52 games, he hit 8 home runs? 8 home runs and 23 RBIs. But that's only coming from 187 at bats. You know, that's. I mean, I think if he would have had the full season, I think he would have come around. He averages 33 home runs a year, man. That's huge. That's awesome.
We need some power hitting.
And I mean, because we're in the division facing Scherzer, facing who else?
Strasburg.
And then the Phillies have that one starter that's
Aaron Nola.
Nola. Yeah. I mean, these are Cy Young, and not to mention Jacob DeGrom.
Oh yeah.
Jacob DeGrom, Noah Syndergaard. Yeah. I mean, we're in a division that's we're facing flamethrowers. Big time, we're facing flamethrowers, and having someone who can come off the bench, or not even off the bench, just come to the plate with a mentality like, I'm gonna kill you, and hitting that ball 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And just turn SunTrust Park going insane. I mean, that's awesome. That brings a whole nother identity to SunTrust Park. I mean, he's going to be 33 when the season starts. In 2017, he hit 33 home runs. That's big.
Yeah.
You know, and that was when he was healthy. He averages 33 a year. At one point, he had 41 home runs in his MVP season in 2015.
Yeah, which is crazy.
You don't hear about that. You don't hear about 40 home run Kings anymore, really. Besides, granted, like Judge and Stanton, but I think that home run Kane coming to the NL, specifically the NL East. I think that's big for us, man.
We needed a player like him.
We really did. I think. I mean, it's gonna be huge once the season starts. What do you think about Brian McCann coming back?
I like it. At first, I remember you said in the last video, you were kind of shaky on it, but I do like it. He was with the Braves for 8 years, something like that.
Yeah. 2005,
from the beginning of his career, he's from here, and he wanted to be back. That's a big thing. He wanted to come back, and I like what we do with that. Like, he doesn't have to be an everyday guy. Obviously, he's going to rotate with Tyler Flowers, who I don't like, but I like having him in the clubhouse as a leader. And who knows? Like, maybe he could have a breakout season back with the Braves. Yeah, he is back with the Braves, and it's kind of ironic because he was a part of the baby Braves. Oh yeah.
You know, he was with who was it? Freddie Freeman. I think he played when Freddie was a baby, and then Frank Gore. Yeah, Frank Gore was part of the baby Braves, and it's ironic because he's coming back and now he's the leader of the new baby Braves. Yeah, that's but like you said, I think we're bringing him in as more of a leader than anything. We have a lot of young players in. Acuna, Ozzie, Dansby. Ender is not too young, but he's still. I consider, 20s, And we have a lot of young pitchers. A lot of our bullpen. Bullpen and starters. They're young, and having someone who can teach them to pitch a certain way, go at batters a certain way. I think that's pivotal and key to success to winning the 2019.
I remember Lance McCullers said for the Astros, like, he changed his game.
Oh yeah,
with him catching him, like that veteran presence. I like it.
Oh, me
I like
too.
what we do with that.
He's going to be a leader. He's getting brought in to lead a young ball club to a championship. And like he said, we are knocking on championship doors.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, that's a wrap today for Tomahawk Chopcast episode 2. Number 3 will be coming on shortly with another guest. So, thank you all. Have a nice night.